think we all can agree that when it comes to Charleston White, it's like this love-hate relationship that the world has, or if you're familiar with him. And sometimes when he says stuff is smart, the best thing to do is just take it with a grain of salt. Because if you put your emotions into it, if you start listening to the stuff that he's saying and you react from a feeling standpoint, ego, pride, he gets you where you want, right where he wants you. But sometimes when he says stuff, you can't do nothing but say, he's right to a certain degree. I don't get caught up into this character and all this, what he talking about. He figured out how to manipulate content by way of watching Dolomite and all this stuff like that. I don't be caring because I feel like to a certain degree doing that based on how you disrespecting the dead or you disrespecting people's moms and things of that nature or disrespecting kids, that ain't no excuse. You can hide behind content. You can say this is creation and this is for YouTube purposes and all this stuff, but some people consider that just a coward tactic and you just hide behind that so won't nobody really do nothing to you. But anyway, Charleston did a video yesterday about Woody. And it's crazy because in my video that I posted 2 days ago when I was just talking about karma and blessings and stuff coming from Satan, that's what made me say, I be feeling like some people is like, do these really be blessings or is it a form of stupidity out here that just float around just like spiritual energy? And we be thinking that it's God, but this be a trick of the devil. What if? Sometimes what if we confuse the blessings and we think that this be blessings from God, but these be gifts from Satan? Because look at what people do once they get to the top of the mountain. That's just me though, man. And that music industry is wicked. I won't go down no rabbit holes. I won't just talk about, the things where people always talking about the Illuminati and blood sacrifices and things of that nature. But it's a lot of wicked stuff I believe do go on. And I feel like a lot of times when rappers consider themselves to be blessed and they give reference to God and they thinking God, these aren't gifts from God. These really be gifts from Satan. So when you go through your go-through and you get your karma, you don't determine how you get your karma back. You don't determine or you don't decide when you get it back or how it's supposed to look. And when it's your time to go through your go-through, just because you try to make this transformation and you decide that you don't want to be in the streets no more, you decide you don't want to kill or you don't want to be a pedophile or whatever the case, whatever you do that not right, just because you decide that you don't want to do it no more, that's not how the world works. That's not how God works. You still gonna be punished for that. You still gotta pay for that. And I think with rappers, they feel like with money sometimes, they can go to jail, they can commit crimes, they can get away with this, they can get away with that. And just because money and power gets you through the situation, it's thank God. God got me through this. God got me through that. But anyway, man, y'all check this out right here what Charleston White had to say. Charleston touched on Woody and his four-wheeler accident. And in this video, he kind of talked about, how this could easily be part of his karma for things that he doing in the past. Now, I won't just say it like that, but the way that he breaks it down and he just talks about karma in general and how people just think that when you say you done with certain things and you want to change, that's just how life works. That's not how life works. Y'all check this out right here.
So I'm saying, what this God y'all serving, Woody and them God, all you gotta do is pray and believe in God. What about the mamas who praying that their kids get right? Why God ain't answering their prayer? Why all of a sudden God is just all powerful in Woody's life because he snitched? God ain't got nothing to do with you not being in jail, Woody. tattletelling, snitching, confessing, and cooperating. Listen, you do know y'all got convicted, right? I ain't see nothing. I just seen the boy head busted up with a neck thing on her, and he hollering about God. Just ask God. What about the woman that's taking care of her kids? She financially struggling. Her baby in trouble. Why God ain't taking care of them people? Why God taking care of them? Can anybody answer that for me? Why do get to reap all the rewards, but everybody else got to keep praying and asking for God, hoping God heard their prayers? Can somebody help me make sense of that? God can't be real. He can't be real. My mama been praying for God like ain't been able to ride no four-wheeler and buy no four-wheeler. How can Wood and them buy four-wheeler? Now all of a sudden, Thug was in there praying. Y'all was saying God got Thug out. Guess what? Thug came home worse than before he started praying. He worse. Jealous, evil, hateful, sour-hearted hoe. How? What God, y'all? Maybe they ain't no. Maybe they everybody serving the devil. I'm damn near like Tupac. Maybe that's why God don't answer good people prayers. It's like God don't answer nobody prayer but white folk.
Charleston be making some good points sometimes. I can somewhat agree with that one. That one I can somewhat agree with. Now, like I say, when you go to talking about, kids and disrespecting the dead and all that stuff like that, I don't care about the character. I don't care about none of that. But when you go to just breaking down things biblically, talking about how God work, how the Spirit work, stuff like that, I'm all for that. Because I'm somewhat old school. I'm young, I'm in my 30s, but I got an old soul. So a lot of things I do break down and I look at them from a different standpoint. Like, I did something like 2 or 3 years ago that I feel like may have opened my third eye a little bit, and I'm still on that journey. Like, I see things before they happen. I'm able to see things from different standpoints. I'm able to it's crazy, but I'm still trying to understand that, because it be stuff that be happening to me, and I ain't gonna lie, it be kind of throwing me off. Not throwing me off in a bad way, but it just let me know that I'm going in the right direction. But y'all hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. It's T-RaeTv. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers, man. So keep liking this, put me in the algorithm. I'm out.